Deception from higher dimensional entities. Some people think that just because information is being channeled from a higher source, such information must be divine truth and not prone to error. They do not know that higher dimensional entities can differ in their levels of awareness, as well as their intentions to help or deceive us. The intellect is not the lowest level of knowing. In fact, the intellect exists all the way to the highest levels of consciousness. You must use your own reason and judgment to discern what is ultimately true for yourself always. Encounter groups, radical therapies, old and new combinations of theories and practice are forms of techno-spirituality. Anyone can evoke some desirable experience by manipulating awareness at the basic physical and psychological level. Never mind that all of this bypassed the vital processes of reason and conscious decision making. By its very nature, the whole techno-spiritual machine operates completely without critical thinking. It taps the bottomless pit of emotion, which results mostly in confusion. Enlightenment is about busting through illusions and seeing the reality of the world. There are two aspects to enlightenment. The more common concept of enlightenment that people are familiar with is the higher aspect, but there are lower aspects as well that needs to be realized. The higher aspect deals with the spirituality and perfection of all things, but the lower aspect deals with the stark reality that this is a fallen world we live in. Being enlightened means seeing what is instead of just only what should be. The ultimate reason why we experience world poverty, world hunger, and all the sickness and unhappiness in the world is because one factor, and one factor alone. That factor is we create our reality. Knowing this truth is the answer to all that is. Realize that other people create their own problems, and therefore, the only thing that can solve their problems is for them to stop creating what they don't want and to create what they want instead. You do not have to change the world. You are here to live. The best way to help the poor is by not being one of them yourself. The poor are poor because they create their own condition of poverty. Giving them money would not solve their problem of poverty. It may actually even make it worse. They will still continue to create their own problems, and having free handouts will only make them feel more happy to remain the way they are. So the best way you can live in such a crazy world is to be rich yourself and enjoy it freely. Inspire others that they can be rich as well.
As we conclude this segment, always remember this. Great things always begin from the inside, and real change can only come from within. So don't waste your energy trying to change opinions.